Hi, so I'll be reviewing Korean Airlines. We're flying from Dulles, here where I'm at now, Washington, D.C., Dulles to Incheon in South Korea, and then from Incheon to Cebu, Philippines, all on Korean Airlines. This is our first time flying with them, so I've heard good things, so we'll see what the food is like and what the service is like. So you get headphones in the little box right when you board the plane. Here we have business class, first class. We flew in economy class, but it would have been great to sleep in those chairs for the long 15-hour flight. I still got some sleep. In each chair, there's a pair of slippers and the blue cover, bottled water, pillow, and a blanket. Of course, in Korean, the pre-flight safety video, English subtitles. iPad behind each headrest was very well done, very responsive. You had a decent selection between movies, TV shows, different audio options, of course kids things. And the My Trip had some cool little features. We'll show later on in the video some more of those things under the My Trip menu. Of course, different settings for your display brightness, your volume control, reading light, etc. The camera, this was the first time I have seen this on a flight. I may be old and behind the times, but this was very cool. You could see from the nose of the plane. They put a forward-facing camera, see what the pilot sees, and a downward-facing camera. So I chose the downward-facing camera during takeoff because I've never seen that angle during takeoff. You get a bird's eye view in some ways better than what you could see out the window, especially if you're at a wing seat. So here we are about to take off. Looks like we have liftoff, and we are climbing out of Dulles. So we are ascending over the Northern Virginia area, Delmarva area. What a view. It was a great clear day, that helped. But the camera's pretty good. Look at that. Just a great addition to your in-flight video experience. Well done, Korean Air. Very cool. That's from the nose, the forward-facing camera. Just clouds in the sky. Nothing special to see there. And again, pretty clear view of the suburbs, not bad at all. There was enough legroom. For economy class, we were comfortable. So the first meal, I got the bibimbap, and the choices were this, or beef dish, or chicken dish. So I got the Sprite, and we have already warm cooked rice, the vegetables and meat, whatnot. Soup to mix in, bowl, to make kimchi, a brownie, chocolate muffin, and we got this gochujang seasoning, Korean hot pepper paste, and some sesame oil to mix in the bowl, and of course utensils and a moist towel. It smells great. Let's dig in. So lunch was delicious. I recommend the bibimbap. And we had the option of either white or red wine afterwards, and also option of coffee or tea. About halfway through the flight now. The flight total time is about 15 hours, 45 minutes. So about the halfway point. They served us a snack. It's a hot pocket. You can choose pineapple juice or orange juice or water. It's a normal hot pocket for Americans. It's got, I think, pepperoni pizza flavor, meat and cheese. It's nice.
It's a downward facing camera of the Bering Strait between Alaska and Russia, close to the international time date line where we travel in time forward ahead. And you can see on the map here coming up. Pretty cold, pretty icy place. I wonder if anybody actually lives there.
Another meal time. I chose the bulgogi beef and got a salad with some pots of salmon. It's like a cake with strawberry icing and bread. Coca-Cola, and the other option was mayonnaise pasta. So let's dig in. Here's parts of Japan. Looks like it snowed recently. I see some snow on the ground, clouds. Food was good today. Tasty beef bulgogi. One of the nice things that I've found here on Korean Airlines, it's a first from other airlines that I've been on, is that there's receptacles for a 120 volt 3-prong outlet. It looks like it has various types of connections that can be made. It's underneath of the seat. So there's one here, and then one over here. So I plugged in some devices to charge up earlier. charges my phone, and there didn't seem to be any problems with the power. So look for that if you fly on Korean Airlines. Also, the USB power receptacles are on the backs of the seats. However, 2 out of the 3 weren't working, but this one was working. So keep that in mind. So we're about an hour away from arriving in Incheon, and we only have 70 minutes to make it to our next gate. Are we gonna make it? Let's find out. We may have to run, we may not need to run, but I hear that our next gate is in the same terminal as our arrival, so hopefully we'll make it with some time to spare. Okay, so we're here in Incheon, and supposedly, according to the clocks, we only have 5 minutes to make it. We just got off the plane. We have 5 minutes. I hope they hold the plane for us. We'll see. Oh, I gotta go through security again. Okay, we got past security. Technically, we are out of time, so hopefully they'll hold the flight for us.
At this point, going along the terminals and transitioning, you can see there's a lot of beautiful design here at Incheon Airport. A lot of landscaping in this area, very big and open, spacious, tall ceilings, just really cool architecture, neat lighting designs, and of course many different shopping opportunities to choose from. Even along this stretch of nicer shops, I'm glad that there was still the people mover lanes with the express walkways you can ride on. We definitely needed it. We pretty much had zero time, and we were just hoping that they had held the plane for us at the gate that we were going to. And we were still in the same terminal that we landed in. So this airport is bigger, I think, than a lot of people assume.
So this area was particularly cool. You can see the orbs, these globes or circles up in the ceiling. They move. That's right. They're somehow suspended on wires or cables. It's very hard to see the cables. They're well hidden. But they go up and down slowly. And that was a neat artistic surprise. Just walking by and wondering if I was being deceived by my eyes or lack of sleep by these moving orbs. But that was very cool.
Okay, so we barely made it. The boarding has been delayed because of ground crew. So thank God we made it. That's a long walk. I would recommend at least an hour layover if you can plan for it. At least an hour layover if possible. Beautiful airport. Boarding for our last flight to Cebu. We barely made it, and we can now rest easy. Only a 4.5 hour flight to Cebu. We're there. For the view here of the second flight, we had a choice of either the chicken stew or the bibimbap. So I got the chicken stew this time. We're here. We made it to Cebu. 5 hours on this past flight, and this is my first time in Cebu. Wow. That's really pretty.
Here in the baggage claim area, all these available luggage carts are free. There's no extra charge like there was in Dulles, where it's $6 for the same size cart. So, way to go on the hospitality and customer service to Cebu Airport. Thank you very much. So overall, we had a favorable experience with Korean Airlines. We would fly with them again. There were lots of opportunities to recharge. The food was good. The service was fine. Stewardesses were nice and respectful. And so for a long flight from the US to the Philippines, consider Korean Airlines. Again, this video showed our flight from the US to the Philippines, but coming back, the experience was just as good. The food was fine. It was a little bit different food, but again, I would recommend it. And thank you again, Korean Airlines. Incheon Airport, we got very lucky with some delays that worked in our favor so that we didn't miss our flight. And by the grace of God, we made it
It's a bigger airport than some people might assume. So at least an hour to an hour and a half layover should be planned, especially for an international flight. And Cebu Airport was amazing as well. Both were very artistic and beautiful in their own way, and I would love to go through either one of those again in the future. So thanks for watching the video, and stay tuned for more adventures from the Philippines.